welcome to the second annual Celtic Fest here at the beautiful Sears Center Arena in Hoffman Estates. Celtic Fest is brought to you by the Village of Hoffman Estates, our good mayor, Mayor Bill McLeod from the Clan McLeod, and the Celtic Fest Commission, who works hard all year to bring you this lovely day filled with Celtic events. Let me tell you about a few of the things going on here today. Our program includes opening at 10 a.m. with the wonderful Tunes of Glory Pipe Band. Tunes of Glory Pipe Band have been in existence for more than 50 years and play throughout the Chicagoland area with Irish and Celtic and Scottish authentic bagpipe music. Next on our stage we have the Dust Bundys, a wonderful Irish Celtic singing group that uses guitar and vocals to bring you back to the old world of Ireland. Then we have the Rebecca McCarthy Irish Dancers. Who doesn't love those girls in curls? We all do. So if you can come on out to Celtic Fest next year, I sure hope you will. Then at 12:20 on the stage we have the O'Connors. The O'Connors are another wonderful Irish Celtic group that sing together and play all of the authentic musical instruments from back in old Ireland. Then we have the Heather and Thistle Scottish Dancers. Again, another group that are very well known in the Chicagoland and Midwest regional areas. I know they take home many trophies at all of the feshes that they go to. A fesh is an Irish dance competition. Later we have the School of Irish Music, of course down in Chicago at the Irish American Heritage Center at the School of Irish Music. They also have lots of different types of musical instruments that they use, as well as vocals from the Isle of Skye. And then of course then at 2:40 we're rounding out with Bealtaine. Bealtaine's a wonderful group that is coming to us today from the Chicagoland area, and we're glad to have them. In between all of that we also have the City of Chicago, Chicago Scots Bagpipe Band. They'll be roaming around from about 11 till 5, just playing for us, having a little parade right here on the concourse, and opening up our beer and whiskey tasting. Some of the other events going on in the Sears Center Arena today at Celtic Fest include a climbing wall for the children and those of you daring at heart. We have children's games with prizes, so it's good fun for the whole family. We have delicious food once again. Now, what would a Celtic Fest be without traditional Irish food? Well, it wouldn't be as good as it is here at the Sears Center. So I hope that you guys have your taste buds ready, because we have a special selection of Irish fare that Levy Entertainment and Yusuf here at the Sears Center has made special for us today. And as you can see, the lines are long and the crowds are good, and boy does it smell so delicious. We have a corned beef sandwich made on potato bread with Coleman's mustard sauce with kettle chips. They have a special basket of fish and chips, of course, which are beer battered fried cod, fried potatoes, coleslaw, and tartar sauce. And if your mouth isn't watering by now, they've added a shepherd's pie, the ground sirloin of beef with vegetables and a rich beef sauce topped with colcannon. And actually that has sold out, so they're making some more. It's been such a great seller. And then to top it all off for dessert, you can have a black and tan brownie sundae, which is made with Guinness butterscotch sauce. So if your taste buds are just as waiting for delicious foods as mine is, you should have come to the Celtic Fest, but you'll have another opportunity next year. So be sure to check your calendar, check the HoffmanEstates.org website, and come to the Sears Center Arena for Celtic Fest 2013. All right, I just caught my friend Mary Beth out of line. She just was served delicious corned beef sandwich with a pickle and, of course, the kettle chips. Mary Beth, it smells so good. I bet you really don't like that I stopped you for a minute and making you wait to eat your corned beef sandwich. So how hungry are you on a scale from 1 to 10 right now?
I'm saying I'm about an 8, okay. And it does smell really good. I can't wait to dig in.
So how do you think the value for the corned beef sandwich is? I believe you must have paid only $4.50 for it.
Right. It's a great value. I mean, look, you get the sandwich, you get the chips, pickle. You're not going to find a deal like this anywhere else.
And her sandwich is loaded with the corned beef. I can tell you, if I can see it right here, and I'm smelling it, so delicious. So, Mary Beth, you go enjoy yourself. Have a great lunch, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right,
bye-bye.
We have wonderful market exhibitors that will be visiting again soon that all showcase Celtic traditional items. And then we have, of course, the fantastic beer and scotch tasting that'll be opening at noon, and we will be there for the opening as the band will be leading us in there just like Pied Pipers do. We also have soccer and golf clinics happening on the event floor all day, and new this year we have cricket. So if you've ever wondered about cricket, this is the time and place to learn more about it. They will even have some exhibition and some participation where people like me and you can get down on the floor and learn how to play this exciting game that is really renowned the world over. Hi again, this is Anita Forte Scott coming to you from Celtic Fest, and we're visiting with Dennis Osmanski, a true Irishman, with his wonderful vendor area called Images of Ireland. Now Dennis, I know you and your wife Sharon travel extensively, but I wanted to know where your name comes from. Is Sharon the Irish one of the family?
Sharon is the Irish one of the family. Her name is Maori. In Ireland it used to be Murray, but when they came over they figured that's the way they talk. They just said their name is Murray, so they wrote it out Maori.
Ah, see, the origins of last names are always very interesting, especially those from the Isles of Ireland.
Her great-grandparents' name was O'Mahony.
Oh my goodness.
True
Big mouthful. And then she married you.
And then she married me.
Oh, she's the lucky one then.
I tried to improve it, but it didn't work.
At least you got the O in there.
Oh, yes, yes.
So tell me about the photographs and things that you have here from Images of Ireland.
Well, we just like to go to Ireland. We've been other countries, but we always seem to go back to Ireland. We've been there about 8 times now, just basically taking pictures. I make my own frames, do my own matting, and just a retirement, just enjoy it. You don't have to be Irish to love Ireland.
Ah, you don't have to be Irish to love Ireland.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Now I saw that you brought this year something new, some little teapots that we can put in our garden. Can you tell me about the teapots, and we'll go look at them in a moment.
Well, they're just little teapots from different stores that are just getting rid of. People donated them, and I just bought them, and I just put them on little copper things, and they're great for little decorations, just a little add-on.
They're adorable. They'll look good in anyone's garden this year.
Any Irishman loves tea.
See, perfect. Especially that Irish tea. Watch out for that Irish tea.
Yep, Tetley tea.
Tetley tea is the one?
We drink Tetley tea.
All right.
Right.
So has Sharon converted you to become more Irish in your retirement now?
Yeah, well, long before my retirement.
How long have you been married?
53 years this month.
Wow. All right. Do you have a little bit of an Irish brogue you'd like to share with us today?
No, I don't. Nope.
Right.
All I can say is when they have double lines out in Ireland, it's always no parking to be sure to be sure.
No parking to be sure to be sure. So how would you order a Guinness sometime over there when you're in Ireland at a pub?
I don't drink Guinness.
Humor me, buddy.
I drink Harp.
Oh, Harp. All right.
Harp.
Let's hear you order a Harp.
I'll have me a pint of Harp.
A pint of Harp. There you go, Dennis. Well, we're very glad to have you again. Thank you so much for bringing your wonderful artwork, your beautiful frames, and of course we're going to see those adorable little teapots.
Yep. And everybody out there, get to Ireland when you can, on tour or on your own, just go. Oh, there's my wife over there sneaking up on me.
All right. Well, we'll go say hi to Sharon in a minute.
Okay.
Thank you, Dennis, so much. Thanks for coming. Have a good day. All right, good.
Sharon, don't go away.
We were able to wrangle Sharon over here after a little bit of convincing. So Sharon, can you tell us about your roots and how they harken back to Ireland a little bit?
Well, my dad's family comes from County Mayo, and my grandmother's family comes from County Cork. So we have O'Mahony's in County Cork, and my maiden name is Mowry, M-O-W-R-Y, but my dad's quite sure it was Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y, in County Mayo. So when we go over there, we kind of look up both places. I don't really know. I trace roots, and I can get them traced fairly well in this country. I can't make the leap over there because there was a heck of a lot of Thomas Patrick O'Mahony's that sailed from Dublin in the early 1880s. I don't know which one was him.
So what are some of your favorite places to visit when you go to Ireland then?
The seasides. We take the back roads and do the sea coasts, and go in and out and stay up.
And are you the professional photographer that takes most of these pictures?
No, I'm the stand-around guy that carries the stuff and holds the lenses and hands them to them, and stands there a lot until the people move, so he can take the pictures he wants.
So Dennis is the true artisan, and he does the frames, I understand, too.
Yes, he cuts his own mats and makes his own frames.
And whose idea were adding the little teapots for the garden?
Those were his idea.
He's so creative.
Yes, he is.
All right, well, thank you so much, Sharon, for visiting with us. This is Images of Ireland, and they can be reached at 262-255-6206 if you want to know where and when they'll be during the summertime, and you can come look at their wonderful photographs.
We'll have a store in Door County this summer. We own a building, and there'll be a store called Arts on the Corner in Egg Harbor, Wisconsin, and mainly it'll be us and other artisans in there.
Wonderful. So Arts on the Corner in Door County and Egg Harbor. All right, so when we get up that way, we'll be sure to come by and say hi.
Good.
All right, new this year at Images of Ireland, like we spoke to Dennis and Sharon about, are their little teapots for the garden, and they're saying that it's tea time in the garden with their garden art, vintage teapots and kettles. Dennis posted them onto Copper Pipes, and let's just take a look at them real quick. So he found some wonderful pottery and interesting different teapots, because of course in Ireland, as well as many other areas, we like to drink tea in the morning. Then we have a copper kettle here and some other beautiful little teapots that'll look good in anyone's garden as the flowers are blooming, and you can also have a little bit of tea of your own. Good idea from Dennis and Sharon. All right, welcome back to Celtic Fest TV. I'm Anita Forte Scott, joined now with Dolores Byrne from Galway Bakers out of Wheeling. Now, Dolores, you and your husband Pat have been baking for how long now?
This is our 8th year. My two sisters and I actually do all the baking. And we use all the recipes from Ireland, the traditional ones, and that's our main focus.
Have you been to Ireland so that you've learned from those, or do you just find them and test them and see which ones sell and are most enjoyed by people?
I was born in Galway, and we came over to Chicago in 1964, my mother and my 5 sisters and myself. And my mother was an excellent baker, and we used mainly her recipes and my grandmother's.
Lovely tradition passed down. Now, I'll tell you a little thing now. I'm part of the Chicago Scots Pipe Band, and my tartan is from County Galway.
Oh, very good.
So, from Ireland. So, maybe we have a little bit of history together.
We may have.
So, Dolores, will you take us over to the table and just show us a few of the items that you've brought today and tell us just a little bit about them, maybe?
I'd be happy to.
All right.
We have, this is the traditional Irish soda bread, which is a yellow soda bread with raisins, has a little bit of sugar and a little bit of butter. But this is really what you're going to find when you go to Ireland is the brown bread. And it's a whole wheat soda bread. There is no yeast in any of the breads. It's all the baking soda and buttermilk are the rising agents. And this is what was made every day in the farms. And this is what you will find in all of the homes today is the brown bread.
All right. Do you have any secret ingredients that you add other than love?
I do. I use the whole wheat flour from Ireland in the brown bread.
So you have it imported or through an importer?
Through an importer, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And what else
Yes.
do we have here? I have some Galway tea cake. Tell me about the tea cake.
The tea cake is something that you enjoy mainly with a nice cup of tea in the afternoon. It's a yellow cake with some sherry and a little orange and sultanas and cherries.
Ah, delicious.
Very good.
Any relation to our Christmas time fruit cake here in the U.S.?
Yes, we do have some of those.
Oh my goodness. And then I see you have another little goodie here, a banana chocolate chip cake.
Yes, this is a very popular item. It's actually one of my children's favorites. It's not really Irish, but it's a very popular one.
I know. Who doesn't love bananas and chocolate chips? And cake. Oh my gosh.
We do have some Jameson cakes here.
Some made with Jameson whiskey. Here, we'll bring it back over. Hold on. Oh, it's chocked full of good things. Tell us what's in there.
It's a chocolate cake that's made with Guinness, and then there's a Jameson ganache put into the cake and a Bailey's frosting on the top.
So wait, let me get this straight. There's Jameson, Guinness, and Bailey's all in this little cake.
All in this one tiny little cake.
And so if we eat some of that, then we have to wait at least an hour or two before we drive?
You should.
You should, see? And
but not necessarily.
Is this something that people in Ireland all enjoy as well?
It is actually. It's becoming more and more popular. It's not one of the old ones, obviously.
It's a newfangled cake, so those youngins, they love it the most.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Dolores, for speaking with us today. We're very happy to have you back at Celtic Fest, and we hope we can see you here again.
We're delighted to be here. Wonderful. And thank you.
So if you're not here this this year at Celtic Fest not buying Miss Dolores' delicious cakes, you are missing out. You need to put us on your calendar for 2014 and get yourself to the Sears Center for the next Celtic Fest. Thank you, Dolores.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
We're back here at Galway Bakers with Pat Byrne, and he has something to tell us because he has enjoyed Dolores' baking for many, many years. Pat, tell us a little bit about the Galway Baker things that we see here on the table.
Well, as you can see, the goods that we have here are unique to the Chicagoland area. You can't get them anywhere else. Galway Bakers are the only ones that you could get this product from. And the good thing about it is that has all the favourite Irish liqueurs and drinks in them. So a couple of cakes here, a couple of cakes there, a bread here and there, you'll end up with a brogue like mine.
Are those your favorite Irish liqueurs in the cakes?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I'm the sampler. As you can see, it's working out very well.
So he's the sampler, and it's working out very well for Mr. Pat. So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate Galway Bakers. I just found my friend Deborah over here at the Mystic Shire. She and her husband Elmer have been very hard at work creating some wonderful items that we're going to learn about today. Deborah, how long have you and Elmer been wood carving?
We don't wood carve. We have a coalition of artists, and we find that it's easier. These are all made in America products. And he's been 3-generational wood carver. So he's been doing it for a long, long time. All his products are guaranteed, and we show him as he shows us out east. It's Daryl Inselman, and his products have been around for a long time.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of the unique things you have. I see you have a little wooden dagger for the children, a little wooden sword so they can have a little fight once in a while for pretend, of course, in keeping with the Celtic traditions.
That's correct. And all of these products are guaranteed. If you buy a sword from us, they're all hardwoods. The likelihood of them breaking are very slim, and if they do, they are guaranteed for life. We do replace them for free.
Oh, wonderful. So let's take a look at some of the things here on the table.
Okay.
Elmer just brought us this gorgeous cutting board. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
This has 4 different woods in it. It has a meat Reuben and a tray to catch the gravy when you're cutting the meat. Also, this other side you can use to cut all your vegetables or whatever else you want to do. And this is made by an Amish gentleman that we know, that we've met on our ventures. We do several different shows. We do some historical shows. We do Celtic shows, Scottish shows, and Renaissance shows.
Wow.
We also do the Feast of the Hunter's Moon, the War of 1812.
Wow, you guys are busy people. Let's see what else Elmer brought for us. I see this beautiful box with it looks like a wood burning of an owl on it.
Yes, it's a Celtic owl. This is done by our laser artist, Jason. He signs a lot of his work, and he's very good at it. He's been doing it for a long time.
And does it open up? Can you show us how?
Sure. There's a little snap on it, and then it just opens right up.
Ah.
And that's for your treasures.
Very nice. Beautiful artisan workmanship. Just amazing. Just amazing. And then I see you have some leather items too that might appeal to a lot of different people. We have a wristlet cuff with an eagle on it.
We do a lot of custom leather work. And we also do the engraving on it, as you can see.
And so these are scabbards for short swords.
Well, this is for the long sword, and then we have them for the short sword also.
Okay. Oh, and look, some cute leather cufflink for the little ladies with the pink little things on it too. So you have for both men and women.
And we have this is the short.
For the short scabbard.
Yes.
And so when people buy your scabbards like this, it's because that they are going to be enacting or working at a different type of fair or going to the Renaissance fair where they like to dress more authentically and have something unique. Is that true?
That's true. What's nice about this is you can actually just have it for play. If a child likes the knights and he wants to have a sword, he can use it and he can hang it on his wall. As you can see, it's very decorative. So.
It's very beautiful. There's a lot of, and is this?
This is laser.
It's a laser cut, so it has dragons and the sword and a lot of Celtic knots on it.
This is all hand laced.
And hand laced. A lot of loving care and time went into these. So,
And we also do custom belts, which we don't have here right now, but they're right over there.
all right. And when you're done at a long day and you're very thirsty and parched, what do we drink out of?
We drink out of a mug.
A flagon?
And this mug, this one is an Insulwood. It's done in pieces, and he guarantees each of his mugs. He puts his information on the bottom of each mug.
So these are individually cut pieces that are then like a puzzle put back together again.
Right.
And then the inside is,
It's a plasticite.
oh, we have more belts. Okay.
It's a food-safe product. It is hand washed, no microwave, but it is a great piece. It's very light. You can you can even use it as they used to use it before, and you have a mug strap that we make, and it attaches on, and you can just walk around and you're ready to go.
Oh, wow. That is really a gorgeous piece. And then Elmer just snuck in behind us with some of these interesting and intricate I'm guessing laser carved belts?
Yes.
Okay.
And we can make any size, any shape. We can do almost anything with the laser, with the belt. Different colors. All depends on what you need.
So let me tell everyone what your new website is. It is customwoodandleather.weebly.com, and you can speak to Elmer or Deborah Benson, or you can call them at 847-951-7891 to find out where and when they'll be this summer if you're interested in seeing all of the wonderful things that they brought to Celtic Fest today.
And also, they could call us for custom orders. We could do weddings, we could do all sorts of things, glassware, we could do leather, whatever they need.
All right. Thank you so much, Deborah, for coming to Celtic Fest today. Hi, I'm back with Daryl Sheldon of Sheldon Pewter, who has joined us today at Celtic Fest and brought along some gorgeous items for the ladies and some items for the men as well. Daryl, can you tell me about when you started becoming an artisan with pewter?
My father started this business 38 years ago when I was a teenager. We started by making pewter buttons, and this grew into this ensemble that we have today.
Can you tell me what some of your favorite pieces are that you've created?
Some of them are, a lot of the Celtic knots that we do are very popular. We do a lot of earrings, pins are very popular as well.
Now, do you also do cap badges and things for people's hats? I see you have one on your cap.
Right. Yes, we do a lot of custom work. That's the majority of our business is we're able to recreate company logos, band organizations, festivals. We do a lot of things for like Bristol Renaissance Fair as well.
Okay, and are you very busy during the summer going to different games, Highland Games and Renaissance Fairs, and where else do we see you at?
We do a lot of reenactments as well. We do from French and Indian War up to Civil War reenactments. We do the Highland Games as well. And then I wholesale to a lot of other Celtic shops around the country.
Wonderful. And do you bring any designs or any of the pewter in from Ireland or Scotland? Do you look at them?
I make all of this is all handmade by me.
So it's all up inside your head, and then you put it on paper and make it real?
Well, my father still does a lot of the creative design as well.
Oh, wonderful. So, and you're part of, I see your clan crest is the Sheldon.
Right.
Do you do
Scott clan?
Okay, and see, I am Anita Forte Scott, part of the Scott clan as well. So he and I are brother-sister. Don't you see the resemblance? And do you do family crests as well?
We can. We do a lot of custom stuff as well. I have a display as well of everything that we do.
Can you show me one of those?
Sure.
Of the medallions, pins, and badges? Let's pick one up and take a look.
These are a few of the clan badges we can do.
So this one has the heart with the crown, so more like the claddagh without the hands, and on it says forward.
Right. And then for we do cap badges for Tunes of Glory, Chicago Highlanders.
See, Tunes of Glory Pipe Band was just playing earlier here, and so they've done the cap badges. Very nice with their bagpipe and belt buckle.
And then the Chicago Highlanders won some championships awards last year, so we created a honorary medallion for them.
So their commemorative badge is for the Chicago Highlanders Pipe Band. Very nice, beautiful work. It's just amazing, just amazing. And so I am wearing now the Pewter Trinity knot, and I understand we can get a little bit of history about that right over here. Come on over, Valerie. So tell me a little bit about the history of Celtic knots and the Trinity Irish knot.
The Celtic knot design actually dates back to the 6th century in Ireland when Celtic knot designs originated when the Irish monks were transcribing the New Testament into the Book of Kells, which actually begins with a K. I've never found out where it transitioned to the C. Anyway, what they did is, have you ever seen in a book where that first letter is very large and decorated? That's called illumination. That's when they started doing the Celtic knot designs, was to do the illumination in the Book of Kells. And from there, that artwork moved from Ireland through Scotland, Wales, and England, and that encompasses all those islands. It's considered insular or island art or Celtic art.
Ah, very interesting. So we have a history lesson from Valerie. And will this Trinity knot bring me luck or love or anything else? Does it protect me?
No. A lot of people believe that it symbolizes Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There are a number of translations that go with it. Depends on your belief system. There's another very interesting piece here that you might like.
All right, let's take a look at this one.
This is actually the Irish cross of Cardona. It was originally it was originally sculpted on a 10-foot piece of sandstone in the 7th century in Cardona, Ireland. And what it has is it has the Celtic knot designs like we discussed. It has Christ and 4 evangelists, and it's got 3 pilgrims making their journey through life. And it still exists in Cardona, Ireland.
Wow, and what was the date of that
7th century.
The 7th century?
Yep, 7th century.
And you can have a little piece of history and you can wear it around your neck if you come over to Sheldon Pewter at Celtic Fest or anywhere at the Renaissance Fairs and the Highland Games. And you can also find out more at their website, www.sheldonpewter, that's PEWTER.com, or you can call them at 515-556-3913. Thanks so much for sharing that great little bit of history.
Happy to do it. Thank you.
And thank you for coming to Celtic Fest.
Glad to.
Jane Brown, and I'm president of the Irish Wolfhound, the Great Lakes Irish Wolfhound Association. Association promotes the welfare of the breed, educates the public about the breed, and we get involved in activities like this where we can let people see what the dogs are really like. It's a very, very ancient breed. They were Celtic war dogs at one time. The story is that they would chase the soldiers, Romans, on the chariots and pull them down. They are hunting dogs, sight hounds, which means they run after the prey that they see running away. They don't follow a trail of scent. And they truly did eliminate wolves from Ireland. Their temperament is wonderful. They're very loving. I think that you can see from being here they're excellent with children, and children seem to be drawn to them. They think they're wonderful. When they're not actively doing something, they're very mellow. They're hounds. They lie around. The breed motto is gentle when stroked, fierce when provoked, and that's very true. The website is gliwa.org. I only ask that people who are interested in wolfhounds try to do their homework and find a wolfhound from a reputable breeder, get to know the breed, understand what they're getting into, and be serious about it.
joining us for the 3rd annual Celtic Fest, brought to you again by the Village of Hoffman Estates, the good mayor, Mayor Bill McLeod from the Clan McLeod, and the Celtic Fest Commission working hard for you. Thank you.